Redskins offensive tackle Trent Williams, who has been holding out. He finally came back to the team. But just after coming back to the team, he says he had cancer, and the team doctors said that it wasn't that bad.
Although Williams claimed that it was leukemia, which is normally always really bad.
Yes, and the team doctors said it wasn't that bad, and then they found it out, and they saved him from that. But after saying that he can play with it, and he was fine. So Redskins, short story, their team doctors suck. They handled RG3 horribly, and they handled Trent Williams bad. Redskins organization, sell the team, Dennis Snyder. Sell the team. Okay, I'm done with that. Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Steelers at the trade deadline, which was this last week, they tried to trade for Le'Veon Bell. I'm going to shorten this one up, too.
Wait, what? I never heard about that.
I did. Yeah, this was a rumor.
That is interesting.
Report.
That's really weird.
They tried to trade for Le'Veon. Pittsburgh, what are you doing? You already have James Conner. Le'Veon didn't work out last time. You're not in win-now mode. Mason Rudolph's your quarterback. No. Moving on. Joe Flacco, he's done for the season with an injury. Brandon Allen, who is the backup quarterback, he got it done versus the Browns. He picked up a really good win, especially for a quarterback that nobody really heard of up to this point. He was a good quarterback at Arkansas. But, yeah. Drew Lock, who is on IR right now, I believe, or injured. I would like to see him come in. Hopefully he comes in later in the season. But the Broncos have a nice young quarterback situation there with Brandon Allen and Drew Lock possibly. And I like to see Drew Lock. I really like him. He is my favorite quarterback coming out. So hopefully we can see him in the future. Last week, the Dolphins, the tank for Tua, the just absolute dumpster fire. They traded everybody. They trade Kenyon Drake, and guess what? He gets out of Miami. He rushes for like 126 yards. Why? Because Miami sucked, and he goes to Arizona, and they find his talent. Miami destroys careers. It ends them. Every player on the Miami roster, besides for like Josh Rosen, maybe a couple rookies, will be in the XFL in the offseason. We all know this. They are bad. They are very bad. Ryan Fitzpatrick scams people for a living. He is basically a Chinese scammer, okay? He went to Harvard. He knows this stuff. He is a genius. But the Dolphins, they win versus the Jets. Don't get me started on the Jets. The Jets suck. They're bad.
They beat the Cowboys.
So what does that mean for the Cowboys? I don't know. Dak Prescott, is he good? We don't know. I think not that great. Anyways, Dolphins won 26-18. Jets embarrassed. Fitz Magic is back, baby. 3 touchdowns. I was just so happy for the Dolphins. I love it. Great and entertaining football. Joking about the XFL thing, there's a lot of talent on that Dolphins roster, but just overall,
Billy Baxter.
Love it, Dolphins. I'm really rooting for you. Tank for Tua, not a fan. Tank for Burrow, big fan. Let's get Joe Burrow in that offense. Nick Foles was named the starter this week after Gardner Minshew's 26-3 loss to the Texans in England. Now, this raises a lot of questions. If Nick Foles does do well in his future starts, Minshew, I think, should be traded possibly for a first-round pick. Now, I think Minshew can get traded in the offseason if Foles does well. If Foles does bad, Minshew, you got him right there. So Jaguars, they're in a good situation. I wouldn't be scared about Minshew at this point. The Chargers were rumored to go to England. Should they move? No, it was shut down that they would go to England. I think they should go to England personally, or move at some point. I would like them to move back to San Diego. Probably will never happen. Their fan base in LA is about 3 fans. Okay, they got nobody. They got nobody. They can't fill the stadium, and it's a soccer stadium. They can't fill it. Okay, like we need to move them, guys. Spanos, what are we doing here? I know you like LA, but we got to move. It's time to pack your bags and go. Phillip Rivers, he threw 3 interceptions in a 26-24 loss to the Raiders last night. The Raiders won on a last-minute run. Very nice run by Josh Jacobs, who is a breakout for the Raiders, a breakout rookie. And just really like Josh Jacobs in the Raiders offense right now. That was their last primetime game in Oakland, and it was a great game for them. Rivers throwing 3 picks, obviously not a good thing. Rivers, maybe time to retire. Just not looking good at this point. Just all of his picks were very ugly. They were just horrible. And I didn't like it at all. Tom Brady. Chargers. Tom Brady.
What?
I don't think it will ever happen, but the rumors are out there with Brady going to a different team, and Chargers would be perfect for
It's not happening.
It will never happen. Never happen.
I hope.
Yeah, I hope it never happens. Don't do it, Tom.
That wouldn't seem right.
Please, Tom. Never do it. Anyways, Mahomes is to return versus the Titans for the Chiefs, and good for fantasy owners. Good for the NFL. Patrick Mahomes back slinging it. Anyways, that's it for the NFL. That was really entertaining. I really enjoyed that. So we'll be back with our third segment. It's an extra long episode, and we'll be back after this.